the symphony of cosmic harmony, tuning into the universal spiritual laws. Welcome, seekers of enlightenment. Today, I invite you to attune your being to the subtle yet profound frequencies of the universe's spiritual laws. These are not mere guidelines, but the foundational principles that govern our existence, resonating through the vast cosmos and within the microcosm of our own lives. The first law we will explore is the law of divine oneness. This law reveals that everything in the universe is interconnected. Every thought, word, and action we emit sends ripples into the cosmos, affecting the whole. Consider how a single act of kindness can uplift someone's spirit and, in turn, inspire them to spread kindness further. We are all both the creators and the creations of this interconnected web of life. Reflect on how this understanding shifts your perception of every interaction you have. Moving forward, we encounter the law of vibration. Every particle in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at a particular frequency. Our thoughts and feelings are also vibrations that resonate with the energies around us. When we vibrate with positivity, love, and gratitude, we attract similar vibrations. Conversely, negative thoughts can attract disharmony. To harness the law of vibration, immerse yourself in practices that elevate your energy, be it through meditation, music, or meaningful work. Now, let us embrace the law of correspondence. This ancient axiom states, "As above, so below, as within, so without." Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If we encounter chaos and conflict around us, it's imperative to look within and address the turmoil that lies there. By cultivating inner peace and clarity, we can influence our external circumstances. What does your current environment say about your internal state? The law of attraction is perhaps one of the most well-known universal laws, like attracts like, and by focusing on positive or negative thoughts, we bring positive or negative experiences into our life. This law teaches us about the magnetic power of our focal point. To leverage this law, we must align our feelings and thoughts with our deepest desires, ensuring that we do not sabotage our dreams with doubt or fear. How can you realign your focus to manifest your aspirations? We then encounter the law of inspired action. This law is the active counterpart to the law of attraction. It requires us to take steps towards our goals while being guided by our intuition and inspiration. Success is not a product of chance, but a result of directed and intentional action. What inspired step can you take today towards a goal that you've been nurturing in your heart? Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy is a powerful reminder of potentiality. Energy is always in motion, and high vibration energy will always transmute lower vibrations. You have the power to change the conditions in your life by transforming the energy you contribute to them. By embodying higher frequencies of love, joy, and abundance, you can transmute the challenges before you. What energy will you choose to bring into your interactions and endeavors? Next, we acknowledge the law of cause and effect. Every action has a corresponding reaction. Nothing happens by chance, and we are the architects of our fate through the causes we set in motion with our actions and thoughts. This law empowers us to take responsibility for our lives. When you observe the effects in your life, can you trace them back to their causes? And how might you choose differently to create a different effect? The law of compensation assures us that we will receive the fruits of our labor. This law is not only about material rewards, but also about the intangible gifts we receive. It's the return of love when we love, of understanding when we understand, and of joy when we spread joy. To engage with this law, we must give freely of ourselves in the confidence that the universe will compensate us in kind. As we continue, we come to the law of relativity. Each of us will face trials and tribulations, but it is the law of relativity that teaches us. These challenges are all relative to our perspective. We are encouraged to view our struggles as opportunities for growth and as a means to help others with similar challenges. Can you view a current difficulty as a relative point on your journey rather than a defining moment? The law of polarity teaches us that everything has an opposite and that challenges can be seen as opportunities for growth. The presence of darkness allows us to appreciate the light. By understanding this law, we can navigate through life's apparent contradictions and oppositions, finding equilibrium and teaching through the contrasts we encounter. How can you transform a perceived obstacle into a stepping stone right now? The law of rhythm embodies the truth that life is a series of ebbing and flowing cycles. Just as the tides rise and fall, we go through periods of activity and rest, success, and seeming setback. By understanding this law, we can learn to flow with life's rhythms, embracing each phase and preparing for the next. In what ways can you harmonize with the current rhythm of your life instead of resisting it? Lastly, we arrive at the law of gender, which teaches that masculine and feminine energies are present in all things and are necessary for creation and regeneration. These energies are not about gender in a societal sense, but about the qualities of giving and receiving, action and contemplation, logic and intuition. Balancing these energies within us leads to a harmonious and creative existence. In what ways can you cultivate a balance between these energies in your life? In understanding these laws, we align ourselves with the cosmic order and begin to operate in harmony with the universe. Each law interweaves with the next, creating a tapestry of spiritual wisdom that, when applied, can lead not just to knowledge, but to profound enlightenment. The practical application of these laws is a process of growth, of trial and error, and of deep introspection. It is essential to remember that enlightenment is not a destination but a journey of continuous unfolding and realization. As we begin to live by these laws, our lives transform, and we become living examples of the spiritual principles that govern all creation. As we close this first segment, I invite you to reflect on which law resonates most deeply with you at this moment. Consider how acknowledging this law can shift your current experience. In the next part, we will delve further into the intricacies of these spiritual laws and explore how we can integrate them into our daily lives more fully. Please indicate when you are ready to continue with the next segment of our journey into enlightenment. The Tapestry of Transcendence, weaving the universal spiritual laws into daily life. As we traverse further into the realm of universal spiritual laws, we delve into the practical applications of these principles. Each law, when conscientiously applied, becomes a thread in the intricate tapestry of our daily existence, guiding us towards transcendence and true enlightenment. We return to the law of divine oneness and consider its implications in our interactions with the world around us. The realization that we are all fragments of the same whole can profoundly affect how we treat others and the planet. Each act of harm towards another is harm towards oneself, and each act of compassion, a healing balm to the collective soul. What would it look like if your every action stemmed from this profound understanding of oneness? With the law of vibration, we understand the importance of maintaining our personal frequency. Our attitudes and beliefs become the tuning fork for our life's symphony. To maintain a high vibration, it's crucial to engage in practices that foster joy, love, and peace. These can range from meditation and prayer to engaging in creative endeavors or spending time in nature. Which practices elevate your vibration, and how can you incorporate them more consistently into your routine? The law of correspondence tells us that our external reality mirrors our internal landscape. If you desire change in your life, initiate that change within yourself. The path to external transformation is through internal transmutation. By changing your thoughts and feelings, you can begin to see a shift in your environment. What internal shift can you make today that could reflect positively in your external world? When it comes to the law of attraction, the clarity of our intention sets the stage for what we draw into our lives. It's vital to visualize and feel the reality we wish to create as if it is already here. This creative visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is an active engagement with the universe's creative power. What reality are you ready to summon into your existence through clear intention and emotional alignment? The law of inspired action pushes us beyond mere wishing into the realm of doing. It calls for listening to the intuitive nudges and following through with courage and faith. It also speaks to the discernment of knowing when to act and when to be still, as both are equally powerful. Recall a recent intuition that you might have dismissed. Is there inspired action you can take today that aligns with your inner guidance? With the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, we are reminded that no situation is static and that we possess the power to elevate the energy around us. You can be the catalyst for positive change in any setting by maintaining a high vibrational state. This could be as simple as offering a smile, lending an ear, or bringing positivity to a conversation. How will you choose to be a conduit for positive energy transmutation today? The law of cause and effect empowers us to take responsibility for our future. Every decision we make sets off a chain of events, steering our life's direction. Recognizing this, it becomes essential to make choices that are aligned with our highest good and the good of others. What choices can you make today that will sow the seeds for the future you wish to experience? Engaging with the law of compensation involves an understanding of giving and receiving. This law is not about keeping score, but about understanding that generosity of spirit is often returned in kind, though not always in the ways we expect. It's about giving the best of ourselves without attachment to the outcome. What can you give today, freely and without expectation? The law of relativity provides perspective during challenges. Every hardship can serve as a tool for growth and a means to assist others facing similar issues. By comparing our challenges to those of others or to other situations we've faced, we gain perspective and strength. What challenge are you facing now, and how can you change your perspective to see it as an opportunity for growth? The law of polarity helps us to appreciate the dual aspects of our experiences. It encourages us to seek the silver lining in every challenging situation and to balance our emotions and reactions. By recognizing that opposites are simply two extremes of the same thing, we can find a balanced middle ground. In what situation do you currently need to find balance, and how can you use the law of polarity to achieve it? Understanding the law of rhythm allows us to gracefully navigate life's natural cycles. When we're in tune with these rhythms, we can prepare for each phase of life and use it to our advantage. For example, during a period of rest, we can reflect and plan, and during a time of activity, we can execute and thrive. Can you identify the current rhythm in your life and how can you better align with it? Lastly, the law of gender teaches us the art of balance between action and receptivity. In every aspect of life, we need to know when to push forward and when to allow things to unfold. This is akin to the dance between planting a seed and nurturing it to growth without rushing the process. Reflect on how you can balance initiative with patience in your current projects or relationships.